Hi, beautiful souls. This is Dr. Maya Angel signing on with another downloaded message. So, I have been guided to deliver this message for those who are in separation, those twin flames, and for those twin flames who are close to surrendering, and for those twin flames who are headed for reunion. So, we have the entire collective here. So, the purpose of this message is to just go over the reason behind you needing to have karmic soulmate experiences prior to reunion. So, karmic soulmates, which can be, I'm sorry, I just got cut off. So, karmic soulmates, which can be a variety of relationships. It can be a relationship with a job. It can be a relationship with a relative. It can be a relationship with a friend. It could be a relationship with a loved one. It can be a romantic relationship. The purpose of these karmic relationships are to serve two purposes. They are to, first and foremost, help you to heal while you're on your twin flame journey. And they are also to mirror back to you all of the areas of your soul that need to heal and need to grow. These karmic soulmates are there to help your soul's growth and development, to challenge you to be the very best version of yourself, and to help you to learn lessons that you have yet to learn. So, for instance, perhaps you're still struggling with materialism, and maybe, you're still codependent on what others may think about you or feel about you. You will attract soulmates that will help you to learn to be your true self unapologetically. Or let's say that you struggle with some trauma, some childhood trauma of abuse. That's either physical, emotional, or even sexual abuse. You will attract karmics that will help you to heal any damage. And sometimes that healing may seem like you're receiving more of that abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse. And, unfortunately, for those of you who've experienced any sexual assault, you may attract partners who are very promiscuous and who are very violent when they come to have, when it comes to sexual intimacy. And the reason behind this is because your soul needs to be taught a lesson about what your true worth and value is. And so you have to thank these experiences while you are going through it. It's no fun at all. But I take that back. When you're learning the lesson, it's not fun. But the experience itself may have its ups and downs. It may have their highs and lows, and there may be some fun, right? Because what's the life there's without any play, right? So there's a little play that you will experience along the way. And the spirit is going to test you to see if you've learned those lessons. And if you haven't, you'll just keep attracting the same soulmates over and over again. And so while you are in separation from your twin, recognize and understand that the soulmate that your twin or the soulmates that your twin is around, which sometimes is referred to karmic, which has a really negative connotation to it, which is not always negative, right? Because we always think, well, if the karmic wasn't in a way or the karmic party wasn't in a way, I could be with my soulmate, I could be with my twin flame. And the karmic is actually doing yourself a favor. Think about your worst self on this journey, the worst version of yourself. Would you want to present that to your divine counterpart, your divine masculine or your divine feminine? Think of the worst things you've ever done while you were discovering your true self? Like, would you want your divine counterpart to meet you at that state? No. And because the twin flame journey and twin flame union is supposed to be a representation of unconditional love, these souls are to incarnate here on earth to learn those lessons that they need to heal and to grow so they can come back together as one to uplift the vibrations of the planet Earth. And so it's not your divine feminine or masculine's job to heal you. You have to come already healed. Now, sometimes you may not even understand or know what you need to heal from. Sometimes you may not even understand what boundaries are and what boundaries mean unless you weren't put in circumstances where you realize, hey, I need a boundary. I need some strong boundaries in this department. Otherwise, I'm going to be in big trouble here, right? And so karmic soulmates are like God's little angels, I like to call them. It may not seem like it while you're going through those lessons, but they are. They're angels. They're angels here to assist you along your journey while you're in separation. And if you think about the times that you spent in any karmic situation, you have to take the bad with the good, right? There was some good that came out of it. Maybe that job, you got the promotion or you advanced in your career, but maybe, you realize the politics of the company didn't align to your philosophy or your highest good. Or maybe, a friend that you were very close with, maybe they reminded you of a sister or a sibling that you had from another world or a past life. And so you trusted this person and they ultimately betrayed you in some way, right? Maybe you've overgiven in so many situations and you learned the lesson of feeling burnt out and you needed to reserve your own energy. Or maybe you fell in love with a soulmate who resembled the qualities and characteristics or the energy that your divine counterpart that possesses, and you realize that their intention was really to use you for their own selfish purposes. And then you had to understand that, hey, you have to protect your energy and your empathetic nature. So these are all lessons that are necessary, and our souls actually have a contract. We make a decision before we incarnate here on earth. If you've ever actually seen the movie Souls, it gives a great depiction, portrayal of what that agreement is like before you incarnate here on earth. That you say, hey, Shakira is going to be a world-class, scientist one day. And so, but there's certain things that she's going to have to learn in order to become a more stronger, articulate, assertive individual. And so we're going to have to help her by putting her through these obstacle courses, so to speak, so that she can grow in those areas. Your journey, while it may be unique, is very similar to everyone else's journey. And that is discovering your true self. And so ultimately, the more you connect with the divine masculine and feminine within and the divine, and thank those karmic soulmates for those lessons, the closer you become towards union with your divine counterpart. So take the next couple seconds, and if you can, just sit back for a moment and think of the worst thing a person, a place, or a thing you've ever experienced has happened on this journey. Hold that memory really, really tight. And then say, thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you need more assistance or guidance in this area, please feel free to email me, and I will try my best to help as a twin flame guide and healer. I hope that this message resonated with you and has brought you some sort of clarity. Bless.